Hi guys, welcome to the Java programming tutorial with Official Hord, and in this tutorial we'll be working with creating reports in Java programming, and we'll be using the IText library. So previously I've downloaded the library jar file from SourceForge, so you can just go to SourceForge and just type IText library, and I think you should see any of the versions. So I'll be using version 5.3.1, so you can download it, and also just you can use the different versions in different ways. This version you just add it to the library, but I'll be showing you how to do that in the course of the tutorial. So in today's tutorial we'll be working with creating reports, a PDF report, and we'll be using IText library. So this is what you should have: IText library, and you should have your NetBeans also. And we'll be using some methods in the library that I'd like you to take note of, and also the I like it to concentrate. Yeah, I like it to concentrate. So what we'll be doing today is creating a report with an heading. So with the heading, sorry, that was a grammatical error. So go to your NetBeans, go to File and New Project. So Java application, yes, click Next, and okay, creating reports. So uncheck the create main class, or you can leave it in any way you want, but I'll prefer you to uncheck it because we won't be using that. So click Finish, and we are creating a new project. So our project has been created, and here it is here, creating reports. So go to your libraries. First of all, right click and add jar, or just go to properties, any way you want it. So now click on add jar folder. Now go to the paths. I have my file in downloads, so from classic view I have my file on the downloads folder, so I'll just go to downloads, and IText 5.3.1 jar, click on this and open. So that's it. They have added it to my libraries for this program. So now next thing, right click on source packages, click on new, and JFrame form. We are going to be this is the file we'll be using, this is the form we'll be using to create our reports. So in this form we'll just be adding, for now we'll be adding just a button which would carry the we should carry out this action for us, and name it create report. Okay. So now to add an action to this button, we'll just go to events, action, and action performed. So if the user presses spacebar or the enter key on while the button is selected, or clicks on the button, the action would take place. So it doesn't require a specific action like the user has to click on it. If the user has clicked on it, would have used mouse click or key pressed. Get. So that is why we're using action performed, to be able to carry out the action immediately. Any of the actions on the keyboard is on the computer, like the enter key, the spacebar, and the mouse left click button, which are used to carry out actions. So in the action performed area, this is where we type every single detail that the action has to carry out. So first of all, before we begin, we'll create a try and catch block. Now the try and catch block does this: the try a set of codes, and the catch, in case if there's an error, catch so error. So what kind of error are we catching? We're just catching an exception error, which is in case if there's anything wrong with the code, or if there's any issues somewhere. Generally that's an exception, issues in the code. So exception error exception E. So to pass out the exception, just say J option thing, does show message dialog. Now this displays a message and with a single button, OK button, to just continue. So we're going to be saying null, e. We have not fixed imports for JOption pane, so you can just click here, add imports for javax.swing.option pane. You don't have to type it yourself. That is the good part about NetBeans. So just click on this and that's all. Now in the try block, we're going to enter our codes. Now first of all, we're creating a document, so we'll be creating a new document on this. First of all, we'll be creating the document, so the system knows we are creating a document. Then after that, we'll be telling the system what type of document we want to create. So first is document, and let's just name it report equals new document. So now the system says we have created a document and we have to import for the document. So now we can possibly choose every other one, son.exe in the document, but no, we'll be choosing the com.itextpdf.text the document, because that is the library we are using. So we'll be importing from that library, com.itextpdf.text the document. So click on that and the error is out. So next we're going to tell the system what type of document we want to create, and since it's going to be a PDF document, we're going to say PDF writer dot get instance, and that is it there, get instance, and just go down and press your enter key to get that input. So report and what type of document and what is the name we are going to give to the document. So we'll say new file output stream. Now this saves the document with the name you have chosen. So what name are we giving the document? Let's give it report.pdf. Now this saves a PDF document with the name reports in the folder for this program, because every program has its own folder. So if you go to documents, NetBeans project, creating reports, so we are going to see it in this this file. But if we want to save it in other files, for example, if we want to save it at the desktop, we just take the file location for desktop and paste it there. But for now, I would like us to leave it there so we don't have issues. So we'll be saving it here because we just completed the name. So file output stream, we're going to add an import for that also, java.io.file output stream, and just click on that. Now that is done. So next we have to open the document so we can add details to it, because for now we just have a blank document. If we understand what I'm trying to say, the document is blank for now, it's just new. Okay, let's run the file, so I'll show you. Run file, and here we go. So if you create the report, go to your folder. Now you can see there's a report, but it has 0 kilobytes because it is empty. And if we open this report, guess what? It tells us, do you want to open report.pdf from offshore Hord? Now if you click open, it downloads it again, which is not meant to be because the file is empty. So what we're going to be doing is adding a few things to the file, and for today's tutorial we'll be adding a title to it, and we'll be editing the title to what we want it to look like. So first of all, open the document. So it's going to be report.open. Now this gives us the space to be able to add anything we want to add to it. So first we'll be adding the title of the report. So we're going to be saying report.add paragraph. .add, and so what are we going to be adding? A new paragraph. So new paragraph. Now what do we want to add? Okay, sorry, we have to import IText paragraph, and here we go. So now what do we want to add in it? Two things, and the first is what it should be, and the second is the formatting of what we've added. So let's add welcome to Java tutorial with official Hord. Now what do we want it to look like? Do we want green text with size 17 and all that? So now we're going to be defining what kind of formatting we want it to have. So just say font factory and this, sorry, dot get fonts. Alright, so now in this we have to import something first, and itext.com.font factory. Yep, click on it and that's all. So now we're going to say the type of font we want. I hope you understand. First of all, we are going to mention the type of font. So font factory dot. Now what font do we want? There are a lot. There are just few fonts here, which include the Korea, Helvetica, and so I'd like us to choose Helvetica Bold. No, I didn't choose this. Well, you can choose any font you want, but I prefer the Helvetica Bold. So now, comma. Next is the size of the size of the font. You can set it to any size you want. So I'll be using 24. Now after this, you have the comma. Next is the color. Sorry, do you want it bold or in italics or bold italics? So I'll just use italics for mine, or you can use anything. So just say font dot bold italics, center baseline, default size, hanging baseline. I hope you understand. So I think we should use center baseline. Let's use bold italic. You can use anything you want. So next, the final comma. Now the next thing we're going to be adding is the color he wants for the text. So we'll just say baseline color, sorry, base color. Base color. That's what color do you want? Blue, black, cyan, dark gray, green, light gray, magenta, orange, pink, red, white, yellow, and I'll be picking magenta. That name sounds weird. Magenta. Yeah, I'm picking magenta. So double click or go up there and just press the enter key. So now we are done with setting the font type, size, formatting, which is the bold or italics or whatsoever, and the color. So now whenever you're using the font factory.getFont method, you have to select the type of font, the size of the font, whether it is bold or italics, and the color. Make sure you separate all this by a comma so the system doesn't give you an error. Now we're done with formatting the text. So next, beneath every title there's always this, either an underline or whatsoever. So we're going to be adding that. So just say report.add, and same thing, it's going to be a new paragraph. And what do we want in this new paragraph? Let's just use this, or no, yes. So now we have successfully filled in the details we want to fit in the report, which is the text we want the report to carry. So next thing we'll be closing the report. So you say report.close, and that is all. Now if we run this file, we would see that our report now carries details which we wanted it to carry in the first place. So create reports and go to your file folder. Now you can see that the file size has changed to 2 kilobytes. That is because we have added some data into the file. So open the report and see what we have. So here we go. Now welcome to Java tutorial with official Hord. As we have typed in here, welcome to Java tutorial with official Hord, and the font is Helvetica bold. The size is 24. It is bold italics and it has color magenta. Wow, I never knew this was what magenta looked like. So this is what we have created, and this is the line under it. I think we should change this to the dash. I think dash would work better than this. So close and run file. Let's close this too. Alright, so our file is running and create reports. So open your report and let's see what we have. Okay, I think it's a little bit smaller. So you can always change your colors, your font type, and let's change this to bold and reduce this to 18 and change this to cyan and run file. So this font factory allows you to edit your font to the best of your abilities. It gives you the chance to add any form of editing to your fonts. So that is all about creating a report with a header, and see we've changed the color and font size and all that. So thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, you can drop it in the comment section and I'll attend to it immediately. See you in the next tutorial. Bye.